to the theatre.
No, no theatre. We are avoiding the theatre. No.
I'm just curious, why are you so worried about the theatre? I love the theatre. Where's the theatre?
Yeah.
In the tree.
Plus, do you know there's a theatre here?
We could go see
We're not
the theater.
going to the theatre.
I don't trust anyone who doesn't like the theatre.
Make a deception check.
Yeah.
This guy wants to go to the theatre.
Stay on it.
No,
yes.
no more stops unless it is for the theatre. We're not stopping.
Pulls
Is
his
he
hat
taking
back
us
down.
to the theatre right now?
Definitely the theatre.
All right.
Not the theatre. Just on the other side of that river, you hear a faint sound of music.
The theatre.
We don't need to stick a stick into every beehive we come across.
This is the theater.
All three of you, whack, slam into something extremely hard.
Oh. What is it?
Did it feel like a theatre?
Through the moon brush, that's what we're going through.
Still to the bog.
Of course! Where else do I want to go?
All right.
Theatre.
It's like holding his hat and rushing along.
You want to go to the theatre?
No theater!
What's your problem with the arts, man?
And since you were the last of one of the intertwined events, the four of you, Keyleth, Vax, Vex, and Pike, all took a specific trip.
And Terry.
Oh, sorry, Terry came along too. Yeah. So the five of you guys took a journey into the Feywild in search of the theater.
Motherfucking theatre!
It was amazing. I wasn't there, but it was amazing.
You weren't
I was there.
You were building
It was
shit.
amazing.
Such a good show.
Circular and tall, almost like a giant crown of wood. It sat there and noticed that the mists that hugged the base of this marsh, as it's slowly recovering since Sondor fell, still thick marshland, but not quite as disgusting and corrupt as it once was. The mists that clouded this area were all gathering towards this wooden structure. And you begin to see shapes in the mist, with like heads, faces, bodies. And you begin to realize that these were all the spirits of the marsh being summoned to this structure. You all went disguised as various small flying insect or beast creatures and managed to stealth into the entrance doors into this kind of mossy, marsh-rotted wood structure, and on the inside saw the mist form an audience within the inside of this kind of globe theater-like structure, upon which the central platform remained. A strange crystalline spark began to form upon that stage, where a doorway opened, and then stepping from it, a half dozen elvish-looking figures, though their skin is pale white-gray, their eyes white and irisless, their limbs lithe and thinner and longer than elves you're used to seeing in your experience. And while none of you could understand, or most of you could understand the language except for Keyleth and Tarion, I think it was?
No.
They were the ones who could.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys are the only ones who could understand it because you both knew Sylvan.
Correct.
What you saw was a brilliant 3-act performance for the undead spirits of the surrounding marsh. Unaware of the serious danger if any of you had been discovered.
Do tell, Matt.
Yeah, I know. I want to know.
No, you don't know.
Aliens.
Go back. Go back.
Tell us.
Aliens.
However, you watched the performance entirely. Did not gather their attention. At which the entity stepped back into a doorway and it closed off, and you absconded from the theater before the rest of the audience could shift its way out and become the mists of the forest once again.
Did we witness their most sacred ceremony or something?
You don't know.
I don't.
You only have what they told you.
You only have what I told you later is pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys returned from this and described your experience to Percy, the only person who really had spent a large portion of his youth researching the Feywild and having an interest in these Fey creatures and their societies.
He didn't want to go. He had things to accomplish.
I had things to do. I wasn't entirely clear about what you were planning to do. My God.
Sorry.
It's great. You didn't die or you weren't kidnapped. Your soul wasn't taken. You
What
weren't.
could have happened?
Yes, you watched the
The royal troop of the
troop of the Unseelie Court, for God's sakes. Yes, a lot could happen. They have these little vignettes on occasion that they use to just sort of it's like a nice little trap. They just like to grab people and use them for various things. No one really knows because no one ever comes back.
Who are they?
They're sort of the
Unseelie court?
They're sort of the Shadow Court, I suppose. They would be for everything that you saw in the Feywild. They are the thing that the Feywild is a little sketchy about and a little worried about.
Well, listen, man, if I can't have the arts in my life, I'd rather be dead.
I respect that.
All right, and Tyrion.
Well, Tyrion had a great, year.
Such a terrible person.
He had a great year. Doty 2.0, take this down.
Terry.
Yeah, see?
Oh, he fucking talks!
Well,
he's-
Doty, how handsome am I?
Terry.
I heard very. Doty, what do you say when it's windy outside?
Terry.
It's airy. Airy, right? That's what I heard. Oh no, boo!
Terry.
Yeah, it is scary. He says a lot of things.
Come here.
Yes.
While you were messing about with Grog, Percy grabbed your shit and hid it.
Percival,
Yeah.
my dear friend.
He was chortling the whole time.
I don't believe that he would do such a thing.
All right. I'll walk away.
All right.
I try the door.
It's locked.
Chime of opening. Oh, I can open any fucking door.
And in the far end, right next to the bed, kind of haphazardly jammed underneath, you see your armor and belongings.
But we were science bros. And tear off the patch of 2 mastiffs. And I'll just kind of throw some kibble all over the place. And just be like, go on, just chew everything up and make a mess and pee wherever you want.
All right. And they both just start
Scratch
eating.
through everything you
and
want.
They just go nuts in the place. You come inside to notice the entire interior of the room has been sundered. Pillows and cloth torn and pulled everywhere. The room smells immediately of heaping piles of dog shit and urine. The bed is scattered and torn open. The
managed to shit
curtains
on
have
the
been
bed.
pulled down, and there in the center of the room are 2 massive mastiffs mating.
I grabbed the door and shut it.
Did this?
It was either Grog or your brother.
Who was it?
The other one, it looks like he came by and said that he was supposed to put the, we had to send, he said he had to put things in the room for you. I am so sorry. If this is a problem, we can call the, do you wish us to call the guards over here?
I'm just gonna pop into the kitchen
Okay.
and just tell the staff in the kitchen. Obviously, you know, you can make whatever you want. I'm just hoping maybe you don't make it too tasty tonight. Nothing too extravagant. You know, nice but average, right?
The servants that are there, the whole kind of wait staff and kitchen staff, of course, my lady,
Just-
at your,
Nothing
So-
great.
I'm gonna pop into the kitchen after she's done. Yes. All right, family's here tonight, so everything has to be on its best. All right, the best stuff we have in this kitchen. These are Trickfoots. We have to treat them right, and we have to treat them well.
the staff stops and goes, friend Terry, I'm sorry, but the lady requested specifically that the meal not be
What lady?
the Lady Vexalia.
She was being polite. These are good people. They need to be treated as
Make a persuasion check, because you're asking them to override the word of the lady of the house.
This is
1.
He goes, I am sorry, but
Who's your manager?
the lady you're speaking about.
okay, Lynn.
I walk into the kitchen, I go, okay, listen up. I need peanut butter, I need turkey legs, eggs, cheese.
Those are all
And mayonnaise.
I know. Chop, chop!
The servants all stop and go. Yes, Grand Poobah. Throw out what they're finishing and begin to make eggs, getting the cheese ready, and all the hearty pork
Peanut
meats
butter.
and the peanut
It's like
butter.
Thai food. It's more like